enjoyed Super Turbo most last week. That's the game you're most skilled in. I hope we can possibly get a little more of that tonight. Good luck with matches. No, seriously, like,
yeah, it's a stretch for him to even get to 200 now.
My stream just shut itself off.
I know he'll never do it. I'm not stupid. He'll never. I'm not naive that he'll say like, look, that was me. He rather just ignore it and eat a pizza for $1,500.
Dude, I don't know what just happened. My stream just shut itself off. Like, I shit you not. It shut itself off.
Because he always survives.
But right, dude, the Phil shit has just been amazing.
Keep going that much longer, man. All right, I'm bringing up way too many other things. Let's go.
Okay, we are gold 3, guys. We need to get to gold 2.
Yeah, and by the way, Pete, let me just interrupt you. Pete, he when he found out that I had a polygraph, he said, Let me arrange this. And P was going to pay for the plane tickets, the hotel,
big ups, Big Birds. Good evening.
And I agreed.
Good evening.
Like I said, I'm down. I'll get there. I don't want to take an 8-hour flight to Washington State, but I'll do it.
Yeah, but you all would have made a bunch of money in the process, though. That's why.
Because P asked me to. I said, absolutely. Me and P were completely down with the plan. We were ready to do it. Phil fucked the pooch. He fucked the whole thing up. He fucked the whole thing up.
Okay, we're both. Okay, I'm going. Yep, I'm first.
He's petrified to admit.
Let me go first. That means I'm gonna win.
Admitting
probably, hopefully,
would actually save his career. Doing what he's doing now, just like even dents that were dents that are no longer dents were angry at him.
We got something going.
They were angry at him for the money going other places when he was sitting there guilting them, saying, I don't know if I could get groceries tomorrow. He even did, I've always remembered this. It was like late last year where he was like, oh, I guess we're not going to hit it. I guess I'm just fucked. You still do it now, Phil. How does that incentivize people to want to, I guess I'm fucked. I'm not hitting the goal. Walla, again, thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I made some money. It would have been great.
It would have been huge content.
Oh,
and there were a bunch of things that we could have done with Phil versus Steve.
Austin Morris donated $5 through Super Chat.
I talked about potentially
I'm safe for now. Shit is almost here. I'm more worried about my dad. He is a paramedic running call after call in this shit.
Oh, shit, dude. Well. Make sure hopefully your dad's, he'll stay safe. He'll be all right. Like what size tornado is it, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, if you don't mind me asking, that's hilarious.
What category are you getting around there? I'm assuming you're from the Midwest. Raphael, thank you for the burrito.
Raphael de la Ghetto.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
And thank you for being a member for 18 months.
All sorts of things I've pitched to this guy. I've pitched him debate shows.
He said no to everything, didn't he?
Everything.
But the thing is, even the stuff, he's not good at it. Like even I always remember when someone was talking about the opioid crisis. I always go to this example. And they were talking, he was trying to do the politics show, which he's fucking sucked at.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, he kind of said something along the lines of, what do you mean OBGYN? I'm like, Phil, they're saying opioid. They're saying the opioid crisis. Not a gynecologist, Phil.
OBGYN. Oh my God, that's funny. That's actually really stupid. And I would expect that of Phil. That's funny.
Yeah, but dude, remember the tornado that I got back?
Oh, he didn't get nothing. Well, I'm going to have to destroy your swords and then I'm going to take you on, bro. I don't think you understand what I'm going to do.
Sometimes when I first start a show, I'll chat and talk about shit and stories. Phil, if he's not playing a game,
I need to go for this first.
He just sits there and just looks at the chat and wait for something that, even if someone's like, hey, Phil, how was your day? Yeah, it was good. We went grocery shopping.
Oh, please tell me. Is this motherfucker running the raw deck, bro? Did he just summon Raw?
And he just waits.
Oh my god.
He just waits.
Dude, I don't
He's
know.
like
This stream shut itself off.
Donate something.
I was in the middle of playing the match.
Baboon, you cheap bastard. You donated something. I don't have Phil in my crosshairs.
I won that
Phil
last
put
game,
himself in
though.
everyone's crosshairs, Lloyd.
And we got to gold 3.
Oh my god!
But now we're playing
you
a
could
raw
tell
deck.
Phil there's a mine
pretty
right
much
in front of him.
fucked.
He'll still walk into it and then blame you for not telling him the mine was there.
Austin dealing with this guy.
And it's like, okay, come up with a new idea. Then I come up with a new idea. I pitch it to him.
Oh,
He has
yeah,
objection.
I
I
lost.
overcome the then it's another objection. It's always for him a reason to
Dude,
say
that
no.
was
But
bullshit.
you
He
know
just
what?
OT.
I come from
He just
But guy,
OTK'd
it
me,
was
bro.
a
That's
creepy
not
silence,
fair.
But that's what he does.
That's
He'll
not
just
fair.
sit there and wait
oh,
and fish
that's bullshit.
and hope that someone just randomly. There are times this has happened on multiple occasions where he will
What am I supposed to do to
like
that?
just hang out sometimes in like the PS5 dashboard or PS4 and like just scroll through games and keep streaming, hoping that someone will do like a whale donation at the end. That's not streaming. That's not what this is about.
Dales, and I'm persistent as fuck. And most people would give up. And everybody else has given up on Phil and working with Phil. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm soldiering on no matter how draining this is.
Yeah.
No matter how exhausting this is. I'm like, you know what? There's something here. And by the way, a lot of it is sunk cost fallacy because I went through a lot of shit with the detractors, and perhaps rightfully so, because propping up this fucking pig was a total fucking mistake. Total waste of resources.
Actually,
Oh,
let's go
no.
to Duelist Cup.
Well, it also showed that you were hypocritical pieces of shit too, going after me for the Dropbox when you're like white knighting for some guy who allegedly did something to their kids.
Okay, so we're gonna
who had
run
an
Duelist
editor
Cup
that also
tonight.
did some shady stuff too.
And we'll
allegedly,
do,
even though
Ranked
it's
Master Duel another night.
a lot
This
of
is
damning evidence
basically
out there.
like a tournament.
So it was kind of funny you
You
were
get
going after me
prizes
for something that
for
I
the,
did absolutely nothing wrong.
As high as you
And then
can get.
you found
for
out
the
the stuff
rank.
about Andy too. Let's not forget about those bangers.
Excuse me. God damn. The rank that you get gives you certain prizes.
Waste of time.
Well, the detractors were right about it then.
But
Yeah.
you know, I had my donators doxxed. I had like my editor, like his kids were threatened in DMs.
Jesus Christ.
Like
Yeah.
all sorts of crazy shit that I went through.
Yeah, you're leaving out quite a bit parts of the story there, pal. Let's not forget those.
Just to have this relationship with Phil. And I just kept giving and giving and giving. Just like the dents that give Phil money, except it was my time, my creativity, my effort, my charisma, my show ideas, and he just take and he just take
Alright,
and he
give
just
me a
take.
minute, guys.
Then
I'm
when
gonna
we
take a
bring him
dab
on
real
my
quick.
show, he's low energy. He seems like he might be drunk or strung out. He never has
Or
anything
hungover.
to say.
Well, yeah, he was kind of thinking like, oh, I don't have to have my own talent. I could use his as a shield. Richard, 9800 X3D, 9900 X3, which is 12 core. So 8 core, 16 thread. I know the X3D has the different, I think, cache, which makes him faster. What are you doing? If you're just going to game the 9800, I don't know. If you can afford the 9950, the more cores you can afford now, the better, in my opinion. Because it makes you more future resistant.
Well, remember, he's a former alcoholic. Like,
A
I mean-
former alcoholic that's
Look at this rig, because I've been procrastinating putting the new one that I built for Tech Talk under here. I got this Threadripper back in 2017. Yes, it's still under my desk. Yes, I know. Did I spend a lot on it? Yes. But if I got something that was like a quad core, a multi-threaded quad core to stream from, that computer would have been obsolete ages ago. I spent the extra money and it lasted a hell of a lot longer.
it's taking shot after shot after shot after shot after shot without feeling it.
on stream. Yeah. I saw some of those clips. He was,
Fireball, it's
That is true. I never noticed it. Like the guy who is a former alcoholic taking shots for money. And yeah, he never shows it. He never gets so that, yeah, dude, he's drinking all the time. He's drinking all the time.
some nasty fucking
yeah.
shit.
And he was just, Yeah, yeah. And listen, I have my own struggles with alcohol, and I can tell you, having observed him, I think that he did several of those Smart shows very hungover because he's super low energy, like he's got a headache and beat up looking. Like, for all you know, he was drinking until, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then he gets up to do the show with you, and you have to carry him. That's not fair. He talked 10% of the time, 20% of the time. You carried the whole show. And then he cut you out like a snake. He thinks he's going to do fine and keep the money. Keep all the money now.
Listen, this is where I'm at with it. I just want to remind people from the beginning, I didn't come to Phil and ask him to do content with me. Phil came to me and asked me to do content with him.
I don't know if I believe that either, unless I could see evidence. I feel that because I talk about Phil all the time, which I don't have a hate boner for Phil.
All right, guys.
It's like toxicity unmasked. That woman, like, it's just, he's like a reality show to me. That was when the everyone hates Rich because of what happened wave was like at peak, and they're like, we'll have Phil on. Maybe they have receipts to back up otherwise, but again, we're talking about Kino Casino here, and we know they'll say whatever the fuck they need to. Yeah, I just wake up hungover from life, Chad.
And Phil asked me to do drama content with him about Review Tech USA. And Phil will tell you...
No, I think it was the other way around, unless you prove otherwise.
I'm not about drama. I'm not about step.
Those are his highest viewed streams.
I'm not about...
Which, he's always been about drama, which I always said is fine, but Phil, you denying it made it annoying.
Feuding with people, this or that. Let me tell you something. When Phil got the casino bump and the casino boost, Darkside Phil tried desperately to do drama. He tried to do...
It sucks. He can't do it. He can't do it because he sucks.
With Cog, with Ethan Ralph, with like the whole Rogues Gallery. He tried to battle with the DSP, and he sucked, and he struck out every fucking time.
Yeah, he did. There was a video you watched where he just randomly brought me up because he was in a bad mood, and I debunked him with receipts in real time. Yeah, he's awful at it, dude. And he's not even like some other people that I will still not mention, where like he can lie other people, but their charisma makes people believe him. Phil lies and has no charisma, so he looks like a fucking idiot. You know what? Unironically, Titanius, if Becky did stream with Phil, it would break the internet, but they both would never do it. They're both too delusional to realize things like that.
It gained no traction.
He squandered the opportunity you gave him.
He was a total embarrassment. He was a total fucking choke artist.
What?
He talks about, I would never do drama because I'm a good and moral person.
Yeah, bullshit. And you know what? I kind of thought like, and I'll tell you this honestly, when you gave me the opportunity, I had been grinding.
All right, Lloyd, I'll see you later, brother. Have a good day.
I developed
appreciate you.
Persona to do shows. Like, I was ready for the opportunity you gave me, but I still worried. I was like, holy shit, this is such a huge opportunity. I can't fuck this up. And so I put my foot on the gas as soon as you gave me that opportunity. And you'll notice, like, I improved my show, my graphics, the music. Like, I leveled up everything because you gave me that opportunity, and I didn't want to waste it or squander it. He squandered it. He fucked the pooch on the whole thing.
No fucking way. Again.
He was going to squander
Again,
it. All
dude.
of a sudden, now he's going to change it. No, they knew. That's the
I know
point.
what I got to do.
The squandering was the feature. It wasn't the bug. It was the feature. So then they could do they're going to be relentless on Phil for months to come and make the bag that way.
Well, so here's where I'm going with this. Now, again, people are saying that your audio's too
Come
high.
on,
my audio's
activate
too low.
something.
Let me
Do
see that
something.
adjustment.
Yeah, like
No?
Steve, I'm not even being a dick, dude. Like, literally get a 5-find mic for like $40. It would make a world of difference. I agree, J-Rem.
Try and fix this before I continue on with this train of thought.
I got you cranked as high as I can get you. You might have to, can you raise your level on your computer? Like, go to sound settings and raise it, and I'll lower mine. I'll lower my mic.
Yeah, they definitely approached him. They're full of I almost guarantee that PPP's full of shit. 100%.
100%.
Is that any better?
You know how he does
1, 2,
that?
3, 1, 2,
That's
3.
much louder, I think. Yeah.
Is it much louder? Test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Banana.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
banana.
Okay.
But
So
banana.
this is the point I want to make to people. Every single thing that DarkSydeDrill for years,
Every single
that he had
thing
been
that
telling
he's
his
done
audience
for
that he wasn't
years.
about.
Come
He
on,
wasn't
dude,
about
do
drama
something
anymore. He wasn't about begging anymore. He was a family man. He wasn't
Yeah, he's got a
about
cat.
doing clout. He didn't do
What's up, awesome Vince? Thank you for being a member for 3 months.
politics or any sort of political grift. Every single thing that Phil sold himself on during the course of the Keno Casino arc, he sold his soul to me. He absolutely sold out every single principle that he ever claimed to stand for.
This is accurate. He was against drama content, did a bunch of drama content, even though he always really did. Wouldn't do. I don't do politics. Did a political show. I think he's
starting with drama and then moving into politics. He did the political grift, trying to chase my audience and chase my donors, and he fucking failed. And bit by bit by bit, we took Darkside Phil's soul away to the point where,
because he has no charisma and he didn't.
We'll summon Oliver back in our next
I don't even
turn.
think he read some of the
But
articles.
we need to get those things
that
out of that
show.
column that's poisoned.
Are those shows still up? I'm curious, man. Do they go back on fucking Kick and watch them? That would be an interesting stream. But from the pieces I've seen, like he would just have the article. And that's all he would know about the topic.
I fucked up. I placed it in the wrong
even
spot.
His precious family, even his wife, Kat, even his parents, even his cat weren't off limits for me. I could say whatever the fuck I wanted, and Phil would lay down like a pig in the fucking mud.
Yeah, because he was making money from you. As long as he was.
Yeah, he can't, dude. Like, does he have he's either geeked up on fucking Coke or energy drinks?
Making money. He was okay with anything you said.
Only thing he cares about
Ash
is money.
Blossom.
And he gave it all up. And he doesn't have a fucking leg to stand on. Much like how the final boss, The Rock, took John Cena's soul last week, I took Phil's soul throughout this entire arc. And he's left.
No, you just prove the fact that he doesn't have a soul.
Oh, he got him. What a comeback. What an insult. The master of insults, guys.
Nothing. He associated with
wow.
racism.
I fucked a lot of that up.
For Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he said deplorable, toxic thing about women, calling Lex a slut.
Yeah, which she's like, again, totally not at all. How many I'm not going to check it again. We've checked it plenty of times. You go check Strangely Lex's streams. Nothing remotely slutty about that woman. He was just pissed because one of his fucking whales went there.
Fire, erasure, and he was jealous and bitter of losing his money to her. All of the things he talks about, how he's not toxic. He's 100% toxic.
Only positive content. P.
The thing is, this guy wants to be a bully. This guy wants to be a drama streamer. He wants to be able to deliver the promo like I do. That's why he looks up to me as a father figure. That's why he looks up to me as an idol.
It's true.
Yeah, you're very talented. You have all the talent he wishes he had.
I'm capable of doing the
all right, relax there, Steve. You're also looking to suck a fart out of his ass, it seems like.
Things that Phil wishes he could do. Exactly. He looks at me.
But Phil has no charisma. He tried to be a carbon copy. Like using felting and all that stuff. Like, remember he was using all their terminology? I'm like, oh my God, it's so corny. What the fuck are you doing?
And he goes, oh, there's a guy who can fight my battles for me,
there, bro.
And I can hide behind his skirt, and I can do drama with the safety net, and there'll be no consequences. Well, Phil, the consequences are coming now, Phil. The consequences are on their way, Phil. Everything that you've sowed.
I have a feeling they're going to be worse, especially because they know he'll react to everything. They're going to be 100 times worse with him than they were with me. And I'm going to enjoy it.
For the the last 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, however long it's been of the casino arc, you are now going to sow all of the old viewers that you alienated by trying to pander to my audience, which you could never have.
I'm pretty sure I just won.
And you can see
as
like,
long as I'm able to take this
now?
out, when your opponent activates a card or effect.
That is rough.
Okay.
He can't even hit 200.
Okay. What about
that is just. So you lost a bunch of your audience. You probably lost them too because there's people, like I said, that are pissed off that you scammed a bunch of people with the bank leaks as receipts.
Oh, got him.
You probably did lose audience members by doing shit with Kino Casino because they're known for being terrible people. And now the people that you tried to cater to are going to come back and shit on you. And like, is he even getting minus? He isn't even really. Well, a little shake and bake. Like, let me see.
I forget how far that.
He doesn't even. What is this set? What? Brother, what is going on here? What is going on here?
Right?
Why
His
are
set
you in
is
the middle
awful.
of the screen?
That low medium kick has in range. It's crazy range. Nice.
Look at that ugly ass face,
Probably
bro.
for the round. Nice mix up again. It's the face.
Oh God. All right, hey, he finally broke 200. God bless. Okay. So now now you're going to have the ire of their relentless audience, which I know part of the reason why you kissed his ass, minus the fact that you have no personality of your own. You feared Kino Casino's audience. You're scared of them. And now you have a reason to be. So good luck with that, Phil.
You're not talented enough, intelligent enough, charismatic enough to entertain an audience as intelligent enough as the one that I have and Steve has. Phil, our audience is going to leave.
They're all going to leave him.
Have already left.
Banish him, Pete.
They've left ages ago. You know that. They left ages ago. They left like they weren't even really there. Let's just keep it real. They weren't even really there.
Banish him from the Kinoverse. Banish him from the Kinoverse.
I don't know if I would call your audience intelligent either. Let's just keep it a buck, huh?
Oh, but his is super intelligent.
Banished. He banished himself by being a fucking bitch. He banished himself by being unable to play with the big boys. He couldn't play a big boy game. It hurt his fucking feelings to do the things that were necessary.
Yeah, talking about after the August, I could ruin careers. No, the fuck you couldn't, Phil. You couldn't. Then do it. Make a living being solely a drama streamer. It'd be a hell of a lot more interesting than this fucking shit. Your stupid Friday night fights. Oh, hey, look, he's actually getting some viewership. God bless. Like, that's still low, though. Do it. So long as you're not doing anything shady.
Okay.
Do it.
Yo, big up, Sonic. How are you, brother?
Call out people. Call out Dr.
We are
Disrespect.
having a slog.
There's so
right
many people
now.
that are
having a pretty good
right
back and
to
forth
fucking
here. Bro,
be
could you let me go,
justifiably
please?
buried. But
Okay.
you can't. You don't have that in you. The only time you're into drama is when you're defensive because someone's calling you out.
To attract attention and entertain people in this sphere. The thing is, Phil takes this stuff way too seriously. Way too seriously. He takes himself way too fucking seriously. He has the thinnest skin of anybody I've ever worked with. He's a total fucking diva. He can't handle being the nail.
Andy Worski would like to have a word with you on that. He's a fucking thin-skinned diva too.
He wants to be the hammer, but he doesn't have the fucking balls to be.
He doesn't have the ball
or the talent. Yeah,
the ball.
What's fucked up about Phil
Bro,
is he's just a castrated
let me move,
bitch.
man.
Phil is so afraid of being critiqued, of being controversial, of drawing negative attention, that he makes himself a completely neutered, milquetoast, boring, horrible presenter. At least when he was the king of hate, and he was
hate
saying
when people
crass
do this
and crude and villainous heel things, at least there was something interesting to that. And I pleaded with him to go to the sort of character that's like that doesn't give a fuck what they have to say, doesn't care what people.
He doesn't have talent to do that though. The only time he's interesting with drama, like I just said, is when he's white knighting for himself, because he can't be passionate. He just sucks.
Says the guy that has to do that every 20 goddamn seconds.
Bust.
Sean Reagan donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Duty just put up a clip of PPP disclosing some private convos. Not exactly a reliable source, but still it's a train wreck and I can't look away.
Sean Regan, really? What, where, on Twitter? Or is it on YouTube? Oh yeah, we're going to be getting into them too. But, that video. We already watched it. Maybe I'll keep it up there. Duty. Not live. Why don't I just go to live now?
Oh my fuck.
All right, we'll watch it
Bro,
after.
negate it or
I didn't
move
realize
on.
it was that long. All right, let's.
People think
what?
Because I said
that's nuts.
Trying to help him.
Everybody hates you anyway. Nobody likes you.
He did get annihilated, bro.
There's a handful of special needs people.
Morons. Yeah, he's got a few morons that like him.
A lot of them are legitimately on like disability. A lot of them are legitimately in wheelchairs. People who would be.
And I also too think that there's some wealthy masochists that just want to see the lunatic keep going because he's like a reality TV show and they just have the money to spare and he's entertaining.
So they fund him like the Truman Show?
I think it's a mixture of everything he said and that. I do think there are a couple that are like, he's just too fascinating. Carl Wilson, thank you for gifting a membership. And Sean Reagan, thank you for letting me know about that. We will watch that. Like, I think he got banned on Twitter. Poems Future. Well, I kind of gave play-by-plays of Phil. And he also said it too. He's like, there has to be just some dudes that are like, yo, this is like the Truman Show. Let's just keep throwing in some money because we have the money. Like, let's just keep it going.
Hit the bong in the song.
Be entertained by Blue's Clues or fucking Dora the Explorer. It's the same sort of bland, milquetoast, no edges, sanitized garbage that Phil peddles. It's just full-on slop, and it's slop that he delivers every single day. There's no effort that goes into it.
I could say it. I'm a content creator. He makes slop. His stuff is so. It's just you use the term like low energy, low effort. That's what I get when I look at Phil's content. I go like,
yeah, there's no soul to it, man. I mean, look,
come on.
Some people find my content unbearable. I know it's subjective, and what you find entertaining, I may not find entertaining, and vice versa. But a lot of times, like it's just him staring at it. Like, we could go back again. Maybe he'll be bitching. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's see. Is Phil bitching?
Oh, look at that again. Yo, it showed one thing, it took it back, it gave another. That's so fucking bullshit.
It showed one thing. Yo.
What did I say? He's bitching.
Yo. I hate when he does that.
In real time.
Dude.
Yeah, what is with that floating?
He's not even trying to make something good or entertaining.
No.
And just so you're aware, I sent him an invitation to this show, and then I said, or invite us on Smart Guys, or at least PPP. So, he's gonna be a big man and like talk shit, but he doesn't want to confront you.
Like, that's the only time, and then the detractors clip it. Or if he's asking for money to eat a fucking, what is his new thing now? I think I was watching Toxicity Unmasked, I think, is her channel. And he was talking about a Hot Ones fire sub. But like, Phil, you're eating it. Oh, but they get views. Make DSP tries it then.
What?
Make a fucking
Of course
short.
he would go to her. She's the last attractor that would give him the time of fucking day. The weird chick.
Well, he's dead, so.
He's not dead. That's just the only Bill Gates clip that I have. I need to get other ones. I know there's other stupid shit that Bill Gates said.
To your face like a man.
I think he has like an issue with his eyes. That's why he has to wear it.
And so I'm giving him an opportunity to come right here and you guys can talk it out. I'll try to referee it, or he can bring you to the smart guys and
This
say
is
that
a
shit to your
fucking
face.
slog,
We know right
bro.
well he never will because he's a
not gonna do
pussy.
it.
He
Yeah,
doesn't want confrontation. And this is, so we go back to the interview that you were supposed to do with Phil. If we told Phil that in any way this interview would be hostile or confrontational or aggressive, he would have never agreed to do it. Because he's a pussy and he's a bitch and he runs from confrontation. He runs from criticism because the lies that he tells are like the lies of a child. Any adult that's worth their salt,
see right through it.
that has any.
You see right through it. And he doesn't, because again, because he's probably on the spectrum. And he's a narcissist. And narcissists can't
bro.
see
Are
past
you
their own fucking
shitting me?
bubble. He's like, yeah, I got him. No one, everyone, like even that video he made on me where I debunked the stuff by
fuck
showing
that,
video
dude.
evidence. He's like, yeah, I got Review Tech USA.
Take
And
it.
like,
I don't give a fuck.
I guess he posted like a link to the video on Twitter.
that was bullshit.
And people were like calling him out. And he like made it so only certain people can respond. I'm
He
like,
made
oh,
it so
God.
only certain people can
Don't do this,
respond.
You mean like you when you try to do members only chats?
Ring doorbell.
Because you're about to
It's
get
just
your
the
ass
outside
blasted?
door moving.
Sort of critical thinking skills, knows that he's lying and can effortlessly dismantle his lies in real time. And unless he's just talking to himself, it becomes readily apparent that he's just a fucking clown, that he's just a fucking joke, that the emperor has no fucking clothes. Every single time he exits that hug box that he lives in 24/7, 365, it's the hug
No,
box.
none at all.
It's a
Even at his house, outside of streaming, it's a
Wait
hug
to
box.
level up.
Birds and horses from a cheap ass man. Oh, I know what I need to put on the soundboard again. Fuck this.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course I'm going second. No, I have no comment
that
filtering.
explosion
The
of
only
gas.
thing you can't say is the N-word.
Oh, remember this thumbnail back in the day? This was a banger. Oh, this one too. Oh, that's I forgot.
You can say
That'd
it
actually
here,
be a
bro.
good thumbnail for tonight. Probably be more accurate tonight. Let me see. I need chickens.
Come on, man.
I need birds. No. Loud. Maybe a cluck. Yes. What is
Oh,
clucking love?
Oh, watch it be
Come
some
on.
kind of wait a minute. Hold on.
Come on.
Rich might show some fucking weird shit.
Really? Are you downloading from the fucking cloud?
That's weird, dude.
What
Oh, he's
what the
running
fuck am I doing?
tunes? Oh, okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'd rather have the birds than Keppel's fart. Like, that fart is kind of horrifying. Yeah, let's get rid of that fart. That fart is.
How the fuck did he summon these without Toon World?
And
Cannot.
the
Okay.
explosion sound sucks. So let's put birds. Birds are more
let's
important
see
than
what-
those.
Okay, I got something.
So we got the loud ass cluck.
Right?
And we got the cluck, 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 cluck. When did I put that on? 2021, dude. God. So let's
Okay.
do overlap so they don't just cut off.
It was worth
God,
it. I had
no,
to
wait.
do it.
Why is my soundboard frozen? Don't do that.
fantasy land where it's basically like North Korea, where any sort of
You just got an ad about feeding horses. Yo, my soundboard
Right.
just took a shit because of the new sounds. What the fuck is that about? Just cancel.
of dissent is banned. And Phil
Okay.
cries about Raw Phil. He cries about the restreamers. He cries and he cries about the stream snipers.
Right?
But Phil, had you not turned
Yeah, and the thing I always say that I don't think they bring up here, are you going to make your content roasting yourself, Phil? Are you going to make I remember when he tried to cash in finally. What the fuck? Why is there like a metal shard on me? Whoa. I'll put that there for now so I don't step on it. Looks like a staple. You get mad when I talk about you saying I'm taking money out of your pocket. You get mad at the channels that clip you, but you would never make those own clips about yourself. You don't even have the self-awareness to realize what they're making the clips about.
He only clips out the
so
fucking,
you would never make that money anyway.
The bags.
Zero money has been taken out of your pocket. This isn't subjective. This isn't opinion. This is I'll have you say it.
It's a fucking fact.
Because you would never make a video roasting yourself. You would never take those clips and highlight your own stupidity. You can't even sense your own stupid shit. So not a single cent has, whether it be me, whether it be Kino Casino, whether it be It's a Gundam, whether it be Duty Streams, whether it be Snort Brunel, whether it be Snort Hogan, whether it be Memology. They're not taking money out of your pocket because you won't make those clips yourself. Your ego would never let you do it.
All right.
So it's not making
we had
you
a
lose
good
money.
turn. We had a good turn.
Those people who watch that shit do not tune into you.
I think
to
my
watch
Noble
you
Knights
do
can
this.
beat Tunes. I'm not sure. But we got to get Charles on the board so he can
The
negate.
collection, it's good that the collection works. It's sad that the collection's dead. That's the sad part.
They don't tune exactly.
Huh?
They're not like, oh, because Phil, I have to. No one's going to wade through the hours of this drivel. Let's see again.
Capcom needs to do is stop being just lazy, and they need to actually make an officially
What is this
licensed,
person
branded, made
playing,
by them in-house
dude?
Capcom.
This is the weirdest deck I've ever
actual
fucking
classic
seen
Street
in my
Fighter
life.
collection with
Yeah, all right, exactly. He's making my point. No one's tuning in for any of that. And you're not going to make the clips of you doing stupid shit. So you crying about money being taken from you is factually false. You would never have the humility or self-awareness to make highlight clips of you being fucking retarded. It's just a fact.
Relinquished?
So stop with people stealing money from you. You take yourself way too seriously to laugh at the stupid shit that you do, and you don't even understand the stupid shit that you do because you have such severe narcissism that you don't even see it.
Okay.
So the bag is not there for you because you can't grab the bag. I know it's it's true though.
It's a fucking fact. By explosion of satisfaction.
earns your own shot.
So tired of hearing, oh, Raw Phil, Review Tech, they're all taking money from me. They're not, because you'll never make that content, so shut up.
I don't know what that is, bro.
Chances of that.
This is the weirdest deck I've ever played. I've never played a deck like this before. But I can get Charles, or I can get Oliver
Phil's
back.
breath swaying in the wind. Remember that? Yo, Josso, remember that clip?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Like someone made a GIF where he's on like a skateboard and the wind's making his breasts go around like windmills.
You think? I don't know.
Into a North Korea hug box, there would still be 1,000 people there today watching. If you had allowed them to make fun of you in chat, to send in troll super chats that you reacted to that were milked for reactions instead of shutting everything down like a big little bitch, you would be doing far better today. Phil wants to make himself out to be the victim.
Yeah, you know how many people I think I was saying, oh, my ass. Oh, I'm going to stand up for a second. Oh, my God. Review My Torso USA. Yeah, that cushion's not working as well. I miss my old chair, at least the ass part of it. You know any people that were supporters who maybe were just modestly critical of him that would have probably still been supporting him to this day? He has banned. You know how much money he is obsessed with money more than almost any person that I know. But you know how much money he has taken out of his own fucking pocket by banning people that would have been supporters? But he doesn't see it. And that ties into him saying, oh, you're taking money from me by putting clips up or reacting to me.
I'll take my Magus back. Thank you.
It's all from the same place, dude. You don't have any self-awareness. If you had self-awareness, you'd realize, hey, maybe being really sensitive, butthurt bitch is a bad idea. Because people that may, hey,
and no matter what,
like
next
example,
turn, I can attack
like
for
sometimes
point.
when I do certain content or talk about certain things.
As long as he doesn't take Oliver off the board again.
That's insane.
But then again, I'm going to switch back to... Never mind.
Oh, man, okay.
You'll see.
My ass is better now. Excuse me. On this episode of Fat Man Talks.
I've never played a deck like this before. This is so strange.
Fan thoughts on anything.
See?
Robust.
Okay, so that's going to make it to where if he tries to kill one of my monsters...
Okay, yeah, I win. You should use the chicken for the intro, too.
Over and over and over again, he cries and he cries. The detractors did this to me. Tevin did this to me.
Yep.
Duty did this to me. Steve did this to me. But guess what, Phil? Every single thing that you have done that has happened to you has been the consequence of your own actions. Where you are at now is a direct result of what you have done in the past, what you are currently doing, and what you are going to do in the future.
Yes, that applies to me too. If you want to point at someone else and we're there, you got to be able to look in the mirror as well. I think I'll be all right. But yeah.
You have control over
no
your own behavior,
fucking
Phil,
way.
and you have
He's
to
dating
accept
a kid?
responsibility and accountability for your own consequences. But what the detractors and what me and you and anybody who's critical of him allow him to do is scapegoat everything to a boogeyman. It's never his fault. It's always somebody else's fault. If it wasn't for the dastardly, dirty trolls,
nah, I'm gonna go for point.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually a good way to put it. Fuck, I hate that I agree with him so much. Oh, but it's true. It's similar to what it's Tevin was the boogeyman. He doesn't bring up Tevin that much anymore, oddly enough. Tevin was the boogeyman. Duty's the boogeyman. I am the boogeyman. It's Gundam was the boogeyman. You ever think that everyone talking about you, Phil, creates those boogeymen are created because of the stupid shit that you do?
I had confidence in my noble knights.
But he can't take accountability. He can't take accountability.
I knew what my dude. I could have went for Charles the Great, but I didn't need to.
He squandered it living a millionaire's lifestyle, on other people's money.
I bet you he was waiting, right? I bet you he was waiting until I took off the ability to negate my monster. Because I had it on Oliver to where you couldn't negate him and you couldn't affect him with effects, right? Those are the two equips that I always go after. And I think he was waiting for me to summon or to summon Charles so he could get my monster, bro. But nope. I played it smart. I think I played it smart.
Here it is.
That was awesome.
Someone sent me the thing about the capture cards. More proof as to why Phil is fucking nuts and how he refuses to change. 11 years ago, this is Evil AJ, one of the OG detractors.
What's up, everyone?
Oh
it's
my
actually
God!
Here with a special vlog today because
big
it's been quite a while since I did one of these, and a lot of people, I think, have either become, new fans, new viewers, or they never saw the old one. What we've got here is my setup of how I record. Now, as you can see,
It time big
not direct
brain, guys.
capture,
I do good
very
job.
different from what everyone
Be
else
very
does,
happy
and
with me, okay? I do good job.
My gameplay in this style.
There's another video where he was bitching more, but this still proves the point. We're not going to watch the whole thing.
Bro, I love
Probably way
Noble
before
Knights.
the
I was
majority of
running
people out there who actually
vampires
do gameplay
before
footage.
Noble
You go to
Knights.
claiming options.
But the Noble Knights, I don't know. I just found it. I picked it up, and it's the best deck I've ever made. I don't know. I just click with it. I understand how to play it. I understand when I need to negate, when I should keep things, and I'm learning how to not fuck up because I've been fucking up a lot.
I have to change this is a drop down saying are you saying that you own. I have to change it to say audio visual and say I own the audio visual rights. I have to make sure all the boxes are checked.
Oh shit,
down
we
here.
got
Okay.
Exodia. Dude, I got my ass spanked by Exodia. Oh, no, I didn't want to go solo. I wanted to go to
Yeah, when tags actually meant something. God, this is a long fucking time
They still
ago.
mean something.
Raw gameplay.
Oh my
raw
God.
gameplay. I know what you mean. Thank you for 40 months, dude. That's insane. Insane. Thank you.
They'll spank me? Probably.
Did I change what we're at?
He is valedictorian. I'm just a lowly saint.
Tags don't
bro.
even really fucking mean anything anymore. All right.
Then I have to make sure that this says gaming. I've actually set it to default to say that. The last thing, a lot of people say, Phil, you have no excuse. Why don't you do direct capture? It would actually be
Here we
easier
go.
than your current setup right now. And to which I respond, it's this simple. I want you to look at my setup. You see the size of my TV? You see the nice subwoofer surround sound speakers I have here? Behind me, the surround sound speakers, see them? You see that?
What?
Most people who do direct capture, here's what they do. Here's their computer. They walk up to their
They're
computer
after
and their
you,
tiny little
Sonic.
fucking monitor, and they sit here and they grab a headset. Here's my headset for my computer, and they put their headset on.
But anyway, you want
How
to
do
see
you
the
not- like Phil,
the deck I run? I can show you the whole thing.
capture cards had pass-throughs.
This is my favorite
this
deck,
is what
and I
this
just
is kind of what
updated it.
PPP was talking about. He
Actually,
tells
I need
his
to
lies
remove
that
him.
no one with the logic, like everyone who saw this was probably like, dude, every capture card has a pass-through. You could just pass it through to your TV.
There we go.
You're blocked.
All right. So this is my Noble Knight. I run 20 monsters, 10 spells, 10 traps. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. It mainly revolves around getting out your boss monsters. And not all boss monsters are just beat sticks. This boss monster here, he's not a beat stick. But you can pay 2 of his attachments, right? And you can send cards back to the hand. It's great. Oh. I did think he was wearing makeup, dude. I did think he was wearing makeup. He looked like it. Okay, so mainly the Xyz summons are gonna be your negates. No, not negates. They're gonna be what sends the cards back to the hand or to the graveyard, and they can send any card to the hand or the graveyard, right? But these guys, Oliver, what is it? Fucking Charles and Roland. They can only send certain cards back to the hand or to the graveyard. But they have high damage and they're high stars. So you can sacrifice them to summon higher level monsters. You know how the game is. But this is my absolute favorite deck of all time. And I don't know why I love it so much. But it just clicks with me. And I do a good job with it.
About ready
So-
to gamble a fart at work and lose.
Good Lord.
Don't lose that. Don't do that gamble, man. Because if you lose, then you're gonna be like, wow, what smells like shit.
We're not gonna save any changes. We're just.
This
gonna
is
go
his
back.
old place too. This is back when he was in the
Oh,
condo
hey,
that he should have never
Exodia.
gotten rid of.
Bro, I'm gonna take a dab real quick. I'll be
Like,
right back.
think about that. Like, this is like anyone. Like, my son would be like, Daddy, can't he just hook it up to his TV and see what's on the? Yes, Matthew. Yes, he can. He's just a special man. And it's like, wait, you don't believe in my illogical fantasy world that I'm in, that you could only play? And the thing is that it's even dumber, Phil, because especially back then, the capture cards had a lot of lag. That's why you had to use the pass-through to put to your big TV anyway. You couldn't play on the capture screen showing where the footage is being recorded on the computer. Sometimes there'd be like a 3-second fucking delay. And this is what people lose their minds with you and give up on you. Like, this guy's just making shit up. He sat here and you made a 22-minute video. We'll watch a little more of it because it's so ridiculous. Putting the effort in explaining why I'm a real gamer and I do things that real gamers do. AKA, I don't want to do it. I want to be lazy. And I don't even think the Velcro Wallet Warriors would believe this, dude.
Their ears, and they're playing on a controller here in front of a small monitor, talking into a headset to get their commentary and having the audio of the game go through the headset.
Phil, I know I'm talking to. I mean, obviously, at least you realize
They're
this
trying
by
to
now.
terminate your
I
channel
still
now,
think he
dude. What the
probably holds a
fuck?
grudge.
No
Oh,
way.
God, it was so much easier just to record everything to an SD card and just chop it up. I'm telling you, he reminisces about these days,
Dude,
and
I'm so
wants them back
sorry.
where he could just dump garbage Z tier content on the internet and make bank off of it.
It sounds like a woman's voice that did the cat, like when you hear. Like,
Oh, look. Do they look like they're just sitting on a computer chair? Oh, this is good.
oh yeah. Of it.
That's from Blaster Master.
I wonder if voice actors actually did that.
And somebody caught a sex tape from having sex with another jock guy.
Oh God, that's Maximilian, dude.
Wait, is this based on a true story?
Yeah, and then he
Do they look like they're squinting and staring at a tiny computer monitor?
he went away and he became a taxi driver here and erased his identity and he came up with the name BD Joe, which is like buff dude Joe. I don't know, man.
Oh shit, dude. That sucks.
No, not the control.
Who? That's a pretty hot woman.
That's his wife, I believe, isn't it?
That's not. No. Exactly.
Use the helmet. Oh, it's my face. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am beautiful. Look at this.
I don't need to see your balls, thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Soul Calibur.
Oh god.
Wow, looking pretty good. All right. Now we're behind
Right?
the line.
All right, I'll
Oh, wait.
stop.
We gotta go to
Yeah, like
Duelist Cut.
Phil, reality shows the evidence. You just because you say something and you want people just to believe what you
Right?
say
All he does is
doesn't
make
mean
dick and
that
ball jokes, bro.
everyone who doesn't believe you is a liar. You're the liar. But you think everyone else is because they don't live in your fantasy world. No,
I
people
wonder
live
if
in
he's
reality
running
where
Blue
there's
Eyes.
evidence, where people are casually sitting back, playing a game, having the capture card go to their computer, and they're hooking up the HDMI pass through to their big, beautiful TVs, sitting on a couch and recording the footage. You just didn't want to do
Dude,
it
we
because
got a
the easier
potato.
say one, you're reluctant to change,
We
another
got a
symptom of
potato,
being on the
bro.
spectrum, and two, it was easier. You would just take what was on the SD
Yeah, he's
card,
running Blue Eyes.
or video, audio, and all,
Fuck.
chop it up, and make bank off of each 10-minute clip. Anyway, enough of that.
The big
The
issue
thing is, Phil needs people like me. You know, he needs people like
can't
me
survive. Yeah,
that
he
he
can't
can
survive
point
himself.
the finger to, and he can say that's the bad guy. He can point at Duty. He can point at Tevin and say that's the bad guy. That's the one responsible for all my problems. But Phil, does that make you good? No, Phil, you're just weak.
Yeah,
you're a
he's too
fucking
weak to rise
cockroach.
above. He's
You're
too
a
weak to rise above
cockroach that
the
makes
criticism.
yourself into a fucking victim. Instead of being a man and rising up and actually victimizing and winning and bending reality to your will, you choose to lay down in the fetal position and die on an island alone like a little bitch, crying about all of your fucking problems.
It's 100% true. You know how many people just fucking despise me? You know. You know how many people fucking can't. You think I'm going to stop streaming? You think I'm going to blame them for my shortcomings? You think I'm going to blame? No, I'm going to keep going, man. Make the L's into W's.
If you could do that,
I don't
you
sit there
be
and
in the
blame other
situation
people.
you're
I
in.
just keep hustling and doing my thing. Let them talk shit. I don't. But if he and the thing is, again, he doesn't realize it. You highlight these people.
Wait a minute.
all
Does
the
he
time.
not have the
You
little
highlight them.
the spirit of Blue Eyes?
You put that. You give them exactly what they want by giving them a limelight. And you've been told this over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh, he does. He has.
I've
one.
admittedly fed the trolls many times in the past before too, Phil. But you make a good portion of your content to this day about people talking shit about you, about random people.
This
on the
person's
internet
probably
talking shit
new
about
at the
you.
deck, and that's why they're going so slow. Maybe
We've seen Phil do
because they're
this thing.
taking
That was good, guy.
forever. Oh shit!
Well, nobody gives a fuck about your problems. Do you know what a baby does? It fucking cries because it has no other recourse, Phil. It needs somebody to change its diaper for it. But you're a 42-year-old man, and you should have developed better
Acts like a
coping
child, yeah.
skills than fucking crying. But this is a guy who honestly is mentally not well. He is arrested development. I'm not
Yep.
sure he ever advanced past juvenile mindset of like 14, 15 years old.
I was going to say 12.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, I would say no. I would say like 19, 20. That's why I say he's cosplaying as an adult, because he doesn't understand it. He thinks like, oh, I should be doing this, and I shouldn't laugh at this, and I should do like that's what adults do,
Come
right?
on, bro.
It's almost like that whole joke that people have that he's an alien. It kind of ties into that. What's up, Lloyd? How are you? Like he cosplays as different things. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, Mark.
He doesn't have his own identity, really.
Come on, bro.
he thinks that women's periods are icky. This is
Icky,
supposedly
they're
a mature
gross.
married man that when he sees a tampon ad, he's like, "Ooh, gross." Strange stuff. Strange
I don't know if that exactly happened, but pretty close to it.
stuff from a
Yeah.
supposed mature
Married man, yeah.
adult man there. I mean, it's just the reality. This is a guy who cries in his mid-30s or late 30s about how his parents didn't buy him a Wolverine toy
I know.
when
yeah.
he was
That
a
is
boy.
tragic.
true.
It's
Come
tragic.
on.
Tragedy. I didn't get the
I didn't
Wolverine
get the toy that I
Those
wanted.
Stupid parents should have bought it for me. He's so entitled. He's so entitled.
Oh my
He-
God!
Yeah,
Why
he
would you
really
do
is.
that?
That's where him and Becky are twins.
Thinks that the whole world owes him a living. And what's crazy is
Yep.
it's the weird Skinner box that he's plugged himself into has validated that
And he
worldview.
used her to get
That
back
worldview has
his
never been
blue eyes
challenged
again?
because people literally do hand
Like
him a
your
living on a
eyes.
silver platter.
You're right,
But-
but I think that's going to change now. Don't you think that his income
Well-
is going to take a huge hit from doing this? Because the Kino people are never going to donate to him again.
It
He
is
snaked you.
it is a slow, ever sinking ship.
Death by
Very slow. And he'll find it's not over for him yet. It will, like, you can't. I mean, how many people are watching? I know I keep going back because it's just fast. 192. Like, it's just not
Oh my
sustainable.
Lord,
Who
bro.
has sent him a super chat? All right, well, standard supporter. That's not.
Austin Norris donated $5 through Super Chat. Listen, play chicken with twisters and live. Be a man. Also, blame everyone for
this?
all your problems and
Oh,
shortcomings. Be a man. We need Street Fighter. Poop.
It's so true, though, Austin Norris. Like, this is his.
Oh my god, bro.
Like, that's not sustainable. It's not. And, like, what are you doing now? Like, I swear to fuck, this looks like a Tim and Eric parody. Why are you in the middle of the screen? How does this look better? Like, I have a green screen, Phil, okay? I have a green screen. How the fuck does this look better than you just having your backdrop in a corner and having this cropped, like you just, you
Oh my
transform
god, dude.
it
They need to
up
limit
here and
this
you
shit.
have, like,
He's
some
still
JPEG in the
fucking
background.
going, man. Oh my
You're
god.
just sitting there in the middle, looking like you're hungover, playing Marvel versus Capcom. Oh my god. Holy fuck, dude.
Bro, this is the most boring part of the fucking game.
Like, is he talking
oh
now?
Oh my fucking god,
Is he talking?
dude.
Let's see. Is Phil talking?
It's been like 10 fucking minutes.
Goodbye.
All right, he said something.
A 1,000
Yeah,
cuts.
There
Yeah.
always seems to come another whale to save Phil, another whale to save Phil.
You better start
he
praying
always
tonight.
seems to get bailed out. But you know, Phil, one day, it might be soon, it might be a long ways away, but one day there won't be any more whales because your show will be so boring, so toxic.
And you've banned your way into 80
Oh my
viewers.
fucking god, dude.
That, again, how many people who would have been supporters of his he's banned because he just didn't like what they had to say?
So lame. Hosted by a
Bro,
50,
if he keeps
60-year-old
fucking
man
doing this, I'm gonna
pretending to
fucking
be a
quit,
pro
bro.
gamer.
This is bullshit.
That no one
Hey,
will care.
he got-
And the thing
He
that's
got fourth place or something
oh
once.
my
Oh
Yeah, and
my
all his
fucking
half-hearted
god.
attempts that PPP was talking about before of, I'm going to try politics, that didn't work. I was going to choose try drama, that didn't work. Like, what is another show he tried recently? I can't even keep up.
Oh my god.
I don't know. The Cat and Tyrone thing, I think, is just a joke. Like, remember from Lachero's video? Cat, you bitch. I sort of fucking. Oh, you can't say it because YouTube won't let you say it. I wanted someone to super chat "Cat, you bitch" with the voice I'm using. I would fucking die laughing.
my god. The God's honest truth is
Oh
that
my
Phil
God.
needs
Fuck
the
off,
detractors.
dude.
He needs the detractors
off.
to stay relevant.
Fuck
he
off.
needs the detractors because
Fuck
he needs someone
all
to
the way
blame
off,
so that
dude.
he can be the
Oh
victim.
my
so that he
fucking
can
god.
escape accountability
That
for
was
his own
literally
actions. And what we saw
5
today was the same
fucking
thing.
minutes
Oh,
straight,
he
dude.
victimized me.
And as much as he
Unbelievable.
says
I'd rather
detractors take
quit.
money
I
from
don't
him,
want to play a game like that.
Not
I don't
only do
wanna
they
play
not
that
take
game.
money from him
No.
for all the reasons I stated
That was
before, because he would never make the content
bullshit.
himself.
Holy
They may
fuck,
actually get
dude.
some eyes on him.
He
If
was
anything, the
still
detractors
fucking
make you
going.
fucking money, Phil. DSP reacts, gone, bombed. Because he was fucking boring at reacting at anything that had anything sexual or remotely edgy in it. He just like avoided, or this is dumb, or this is, and then on top of it, to make matters worse, he's such a fucking uptight
Right?
weirdo now.
Bro, unbelievable.
He made people
unbelievable.
He had 2 tiers. This is ridiculous. He basically had a raffle, which I don't know if you think that's against TOS, but whatever. The channel's dead. Who gives a shit? Where you had one
Like,
tier.
I don't mind playing against unfair odds,
Josh
but
Loungin donated
fuck,
$5
dude,
through Super
that was
Chat.
like 10 minutes, and he was still fucking
Listen, get ads
going.
about feeding horses,
May
Josh.
1st.
Like, eat
Burst.
my ass, bro.
Burst.
Let me mail
Burst.
you a spoon.
First.
Vital
May
satisfaction.
1st, first. Burst, May burst first, May first burst.
Oh my God.
There's something
Cat,
wrong with
you
your
bitch.
people, bro.
But the dumbass had
But
two
the dumbass.
tiers. Two, not one, two. Okay. Where one of them,
All right,
okay,
let's
if you
try again.
remember, he would have, you could request a video and he may check it. Then he had a second
Yeah,
one.
there. He couldn't negate everything I was gonna do
where
already.
he would definitely
There was
react to
no
your
point
video.
in me continuing to play any
But
fucking
the problem is, and I know a bunch of you've heard this before, but for those who didn't, if you don't give a fuck about the video you're reacting to, then your reactions are going to be boring. But now you're obligated to watch it because they paid
don't
the
give
higher
a
tier to
shit
be a
about
member
it.
to see you react to it.
Oh, is that your course of
So
action,
not only
Rich?
were you just boring
Watch
and like,
stuff
oh
you
my
don't
God,
give a
there's
shit
a
about?
breast, I have to run. A lot of the content was like, some of it was like Phil has his unironic audience is a little special and weird, so you would get like this weird shit. He would just sit there like looking constipated, like he does right now playing Street Fighter.
Bro, I
Oh yeah, Julie
fucking
Bean,
swear.
yeah, she's due soon, isn't
Oh
she?
my fucking God, I swear, bro.
That is true. Tower Dragon.
What's he playing?
So you would get these like just react. How about you just react to what you want to react to, Phil? It'll make you more entertaining.
Is he
'cause you're
playing
into it.
One Piece? What the fuck is he playing?
So that's another idea that died because he bored the fuck out of everybody.
PPP did me wrong. Ooh.
I have no idea.
And it's just fucking sad.
I agree with you.
Phil is a liar. He lies all the time. All the time. And the lies never, ever end. And it just starts to get exhausting. It just starts to get exhausting.
Yeah, he lies on top of lies. Look at the WWE Champions thing. Oh yeah, I was down from the rafters, but I sold it. Fuck you. You sold it, and it just so happens that the person you sold it to plays when you're not streaming.
Xi Jinping, that is a fucking
Come
hilarious.
on, Phil. Come on.
That is
$5
actually
through Super Chat.
hilarious.
My explosion of satisfaction, my explosion of satisfaction, my explosion of satisfaction, my
Big
explosion
ups,
of
good evening,
satisfaction,
dude.
my explosion of satisfaction.
My explosion of
Oh,
satisfaction.
you're retarded, Rich. Please stop.
Everyone wants to hear Sexy Coco or
Oh,
Tyrone.
not a
Cat,
faggot.
you bitch.
Oh.
I heard that in Lechero's video. I almost fucking shit myself.
Oh, he's very needy. He's just so needy. You got to hold him by his hand and do everything for him. And like, if you had come
Lord,
to me with
shoot
an
me
idea
now,
for a show,
please.
given your
I
success,
have to go
with
through
everything
10
else
more
you've done, I would
goddamn
just say,
minutes
yeah,
of this
let's
fucking
try it.
shit.
Let's do it. Like,
Oh my
Yeah, and that's the
fucking
thing. That's
God.
why it didn't work. Like if someone's like, if someone sends me a video, I'm not into it. I'm not going to react to it because then it's just dead air.
Your brain
you gotta
is
be
dead
into
air.
the content. And so the whole business model of DSP Reacts was fucking garbage. And then you just sit there acting like a fucking 7-year-old
this is what
grandma
happens
who
when you
like,
play the
wants to
higher
hide
tier
under their
plays,
desk
bro.
if a titty pops out.
You gotta expect that people are gonna know their
It
decks
was-
as well as you know yours.
That failed.
Which it
His
sucks.
DS
'cause
politics
I could go
failed.
on forever too. Trust
what
me,
else
I've
did
done
he
it.
tried drama? That failed. What else did he do recently? I can't even keep up.
the fact that you have to twist his arm to get him to do anything.
Interviewing guests failed.
What? Sonic.
DSP throwback.
I need your help.
Oh, God,
What deck
I forgot
is he
about
playing?
that one.
I need to know if I should look out for
Yeah,
negates
but
or
you
not.
know what? I'm gonna like when he reviewed like the body wash shit. It was actually wow. It looks like he's joking around and having fun. He almost seemed like a human there and not like an alien. He even joked about the camera being on, like it was May 1st. He made a May 1st reference.
And then he said no to every idea or concept that you brought to him. He said no to the lie detector thing that would have been huge. You know,
and the thing is, the guy doesn't stick to anything. He has no perseverance. He expects immediate, instant gratification
and money.
And money. Well, he expects it to immediately be a massive financial success and to always be a financial success. But that's not how things work.
No, you got to grind. You got to be willing to grind.
You have to build. You have to
I'm
go out
guilty
and
of
find
doing
new
that.
audiences.
I'm guilty of doing that in the past before, admittedly. I am. You know, and there's peaks and valleys too.
Can't just rely on the same 2 or 3 guys forever, but he's trapped because he feels like he has to pander and bow down to those 2 or 3 people, and he can never experiment. He can never do anything new, and he's scared, and he's neurotic, and he's autistic. He's stuck in his schedule. He's stuck in his ways, and there's just no way to free him from it. He's a hermit who lives in his house 24/7, do the groceries, but he's a totally functional, normal human being.
Yeah, he caught the wrong. It is true.
Bust.
T00.0H donated $5 through Super Chat. Has he ever made an OnlyMans account yet? Making burst pics?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy, Josh Jones. Yeah, dude, I would love to have you on. Has he ever made an OnlyMans account? Dude, imagine streaming finally doesn't cut it for him anymore, 2 point. And he starts jerking off for money.
Excuse me, bro? Why are you thinking about that?
Yeah, that would be crazy, Josh.
Yeah, that would be cringy.
He's secretly wishing that happened right now. You can hear it in his voice.
Josh Jones donated $4.99 through Super Chat. If the documentary gets picked up by a streaming service, I'll come on the main show. I have a feeling it's gonna happen. Bird fingers crossed.
Yeah, seriously, dude, that would be huge for you.
I don't understand how it takes 4 hours. I shop like a man.
It takes him an hour to.
But what he was missing here is that he only leaves the house. Well, Phil said this. I saw it come out of his mouth. This isn't PPP just making up shit.
Kill me now.
Yeah, he only leaves his house 1 day a week. My speaker, someone's like, yeah, because we were going through voices. They were trying to make me find a voice that Locale Live was using, and they have a different. They use Stream Elements or whatever. So I don't have the voice at least.
Kill me, please.
Unless I may have to upload it or something. And then we found a voice of a sexy, muscular black man. It said, "Let's go."
You're getting Grandpa excited.
Bust.
Josh Loungin donated $5 through Super Chat. I'm the chocolatey man. Listen to my succulent voice reading this chat to you, straight from the chocolate tower of erotic sexual satisfaction.
Bro, I'm gonna fall asleep. Bro, can you fucking hurry the
again.
fuck up?
Applause
Oh my fucking
again.
god.
Shit.
Bro, 2 games in a fucking row.
Down a list and
Oh my fucking god.
He has to chop the vegetables when he gets home and this and that. But he's a sad hermit because he's scared of confrontation. He would never ever stand up for his wife in public if somebody slapped his wife's ass at the.
Well, remember when he had a goal for eating one of those like weird Wendy's things during Halloween or whatever. It doesn't matter, but like because one of them wasn't on DoorDash, someone found out the one he could have went to that he could have gotten it, but he didn't want to drive like 5 minutes. So he's like, "Oh, I got a more expensive meal from the competitor for their Halloween thing." Like, yeah, but people paid for the other one. And it's not like it would have been a stretch for you. It's only a few minutes down the road. But yeah, he's like on his streaming days, he can't leave home. It's weird, dude. It's weird. And as he gets older, he's getting more delusional and weirder. It's just going to get worse.
The bar, he would do fucking nothing. He would probably watch as his wife gets fucked in the alleyway by a black bull. Let's be fucking real. This guy, that's why he doesn't go outside.
Kill me.
He's afraid his wife's gonna get banged by a black dude. What?
He got down on his fucking knees at the Street Fighter tournament and begged this guy not to whoop his fucking ass. And
I don't know if that's true, but I do know he got scared away from the fight.
tears came from his eyes, and he said he was a fucking alcoholic. And then he wonders, and we wonder why he won't bring me on to confront him tonight. It's because he's scared. It's because he's spineless. It's because he's a cockroach. He's a fucking worm. And he's afraid of anybody that is any sort of a man,
Oh my
that has any sort of a
fucking
masculine
God.
presence. He doesn't know how to behave in a friend group or a setting because this guy has never had any friends. Let's be real. It was always super awkward when we brought him on with me and Andy because he's never been a part of a male friend group, and he views anybody who is his friend as a means to an end.
He has been part of a male friend group, but it was when he was much younger. I don't think he's ever since he stopped talking to John Rambo and Howard or whatever the fuck his name was. Kind of rude to say, but whatever. Yeah, I don't think outside of his wife and maybe his parents on the phone.
Watch, I'm gonna summon one thing, and he's just gonna
Sarge's wife. He probably has agoraphobia.
Watch.
Yep.
It's not somebody that he genuinely cares about. To him, people are tools. John Rambo was a tool. Howard was a tool to him.
You use everybody, yeah.
I was a tool to him as well.
And that is, I wanted to look it up for myself, is an anxiety disorder carried by intense fear, avoidance of situations where escape might be difficult or help may not be available, which is basically him going into his driveway.
He didn't genuinely care about me or anything. By the way, this guy, I was so desperate to get him out of the house, you know? And I'll just be open and honest about this. And a lot of people will judge me for what I'm about to say. But I offered to pay this guy's flight and his.
I mean, according to that detective that Broside Phil talked to, when they went to his house, he had a whole bunch of like cameras outside. I could just picture Phil. He has gin in his hand and he has like a monitor showing all the cameras. He's just sitting there like tapping a button going, who's that? Oh, that's just a bird. But dude, he's nuts. He's not dangerous, but he's lost the plot. He's never really had the plot, but whatever little plot he had, he just fucking lost.
No, not
his
really.
wife's flight to Florida for the Super Bowl so that we could hang out in Florida. We were all going to fly down together. I offered to
I'm
pay
not
for
gonna
the pet sitter
I'm not
for
gonna
his
watch
pet.
you do
I
all
offered to
that
pay
for
his
30
wife's
fucking
his ticket,
minutes,
give them
and
2-3
then not
days
even
alone
be
so they
able
could
to
have the
play the
honeymoon they
game
never
for
fucking
10
had.
fucking
He
seconds.
turned-
See, that's
he turned
Get the
it-
fuck
he
out
turned
of
it
here.
down
Take the W
because he had to take
and
care of
move the
his
fuck
cat.
on.
You couldn't leave the cat with a stranger. Come on.
Unfucking-believable.
It would be a traumatic experience for him.
I wonder if there's more to the story with that. Sorry for doubting everything PPP says, but I mean, come on. Admittedly, though, they're beyond this situation. There's always a grain of truth with shit. Well, no, that's not true. I remember there was another time, like, oh, we couldn't leave. Like they're like, oh, if someone's like, hey, Phil, you should go on a honeymoon.
Marvel
I think this is
Rivals.
anything to do with the Kino.
Yeah, let's play Marvel
like,
Rivals.
what would we do
Fuck
with
this.
Jasper?
I'm starting to get really frustrated with this fucking game,
What
dude.
a weird life, dude. What a weird life to leave the house only one day a week just for errands is bizarre.
And
I'm just putting this out there, just letting you know, my kids really want to go to Disneyland. You know, I'm just saying.
and if we went into the DMs, I have receipts of all of that. I pleaded with him. Every excuse that he ever made, every objection.
Yeah, and you just wanted to get him out of the house and do something nice for him as a friend. Like, here, I'll pay for your honeymoon that you never gave your wife.
Because
You're a good guy, Pete.
I want him to get out of the house. He has to get out of that house. And it's not like I'm a guy who.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Every day I'm out there touching grass and I'm, like I'm a pale, fat man. But I leave the house a hell of a lot more than he does.
That's pretty sad.
And I have friends, I have family that I'm around, that I interact with.
Yeah, you got to socialize as a human.
He has no family out there. He's stranded on the West Coast. He's told me he has no friends. He's been out there for almost a decade.
Well, no wonder he has no friends. Look what you tried to be a friend to him, and look what he did. Look what he did. He took and took and took. And I get the impression that he was feeling like he didn't want to do another one of those Grill Phil segments like you gave him last week. But that was for those that don't know too. Like that was not P being like nasty. When you're
Could you stop? He just knew because Phil was gargling his nuts. He had access to ask him questions that everyone, including me, has wanted to ask him. It was all about the grill, Phil.
A true friend will tell you things you don't want to hear because you need to hear it. You try to be a true friend to him and help him and say the things that a real friend would say. A real friend will check you when you need to be checked.
This is what it comes down to for Phil, is that I don't think he has received like real criticism.
When they did their smart guys, now I have to piss. When they did their smart guys thing, right? They would have it was the smart guys was a ruse. It was the Trojan horse that PPP's large ass was inside of to get into Phil's brain so he could do the Grill Phil segment, which was actually what the show was really about, so he could ask him questions that no one would be allowed to ask him.
All right.
That's all it was. I'll be right back in a second. I just have to empty my hole.
Just say you have to use the restroom. Dude.
Birds.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
I'm the pants pisser.
No, I agree, Genma, that he needed to hear those things. But that's how PPP tricked him. Because Phil is pretty easy to trick because he's a fucking idiot.
Bro, I can't hear anything. Fuck. Ah. I lost audio. Sorry.
Excuse me. My favorite bird is birds.
From somebody that he actually can respect and trust, because he's like, well, these are detractors, these are trolls.
That Spider-Man
How do I know
was
what
on me,
criticism
bro.
is real, what I need to actually improve? I understand that. And so I gave him the advice that I think would actually turn his life around. Go out more with his wife. Take more time off from shows. Ultimately, the guy is doing 8 hours of streaming 6 days a week, never goes out with his wife, never does anything fun. He's a total shut-in, total hermit, no friends, and it's just no way to live. And he lives in fear. He lives in fear of the...
Yeah, what a weird existence. What an absolutely bonkers existence.
World. And,
he's got all those cameras around his house.
Yes,
That's
my hole is
paranoid,
empty.
delusional, The police called him a 220. Like he's a mental case.
Well, he is a mental case, and now generally he's kind of almost a harmless mental case.
Bro, I'm so rusty.
And this is why it's I kind of wanted to help the guy, because I feel like generally he's not the most evil, malignant scumbag on earth. At least
No, there's people that have done crypto pump and dumps. There's Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, Nightail, what are you talking about? I said, no, I looked through Nightail's history. He's not a big fan of me.
at first impression, but
Yeah, I know he can come off as a little bit likable.
Well,
And a
I don't know.
little
I
bit
don't know if he's
charismatic.
really. I don't know if he's likable or charismatic. I'm saying he's not like a revenge pornographer like Ralph. He's not like a wife beater that we know of. He's not like
X and Hammer.
he's
yeah.
not like a pedophile or a
That we-
rape.
Oh yeah, Sticks and Hammer.
Dude, Storm
How's
is
he
pretty
doing?
amazing in
Like,
this game.
This is a very low bar I'm setting, and so
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
I don't
costumes are
understand
really
why
good
everybody
too.
hates this guy so much. Yes, he begs. Yes, the begging is annoying. It's exhausting. It's ridiculous. But you know, there's a lot of people with goals nowadays. There's a lot of people e-begging. There's no real way to explain why Phil is such a deplorable and detestable person.
Yeah, it's also how you if you're like, guys, I just need money. Like, no, you have to have like something with it, a product or whatever.
You must actually experience it firsthand. And I experienced it firsthand. When you watch his show every day and you keep up with the vortex and the people that are in it and the way that he interacts with it, only truly then
Oh, they do?
can you
Awesome,
actually
bro.
know why he's such a deplorable piece of shit that deserves to die. Only then can you really know.
Jesus
It's like, why do
Christ.
people want this guy to die? I don't get it. Well, in the last couple weeks, it finally really was driven home to me as to why.
Well, no, of course, Tachi. I know I called it from the beginning. He was using Phil for content. Oh yeah, I know. This ended exactly how I thought it was going to end. I think anyone with even the upper double-digit IQ knew that. Of course. He wasn't trying to be a friend to Phil. He was farming Phil for content, and he's getting exactly what he wants from beginning to end. And now he's going to get a fucking tsunami of content from Phil because he's going to be relentless on him even more.
Motherfuckers hate this guy
Oh.
because he just never, ever, ever will change
Oh,
his
okay,
ways.
okay, okay.
He's ungrateful for everything he gets. He's negative. He's pessimistic. He's draining. He's soulless. He doesn't care. All he cares about is getting a paycheck and protecting his fragile narcissistic ego. And that's it. And he doesn't care about friends. He doesn't care about family. He doesn't care about having ambitions or goals outside of money. And the money that he does have, he doesn't use it to travel the world. He doesn't use it to go to cool things. He doesn't use it to collect like cool antiques or, you know, anything.
No,
that
he
would
buys
be
wrestling cards and plays
He's
a
not
wrestling
even-
game.
Yeah, no, he's saying what I said again. God, I hate that I'm agreeing
Right?
with him so much, but it is true. Like, he's just putting money into nothing.
Fuck.
You can't do anything.
Bro, I'm
We
just
know
getting
he
my
didn't
ass
sell the
kicked.
account, and he can't do anything with anything from WWE. He's literally just burning the money away. There's no physical object there.
not even real wrestling cards. That's recent. He
I do the same thing with what? What are you talking about? Anything
Well,
and everything?
started behind
No.
the real wrestling cards. He buys
Ah!
digital JPEGs.
Dude, the
of
Spider-Man's
sweaty,
on my butt.
half-naked
Sweaty man.
I'm buying digital's JPEGs of sweaty men.
That's pretty gay. I think that's pretty gay.
That's what Phil does, and that's what gives him joy in life.
You know, you
I just
you
think it's
reminded me of
pathetic,
this.
hollow existence.
You reminded
Yeah, and it's not even really, but I guess
Fuck.
like Jostler's saying, it's not even really a wrestling game.
Oh,
It's
I didn't know
Candy Crush
Spider-Man
with,
could
like,
do
dudes
that.
just
Fuck,
wrestling on
dude.
top with PS2 graphics while you're playing it.
Well,
me
we
of this.
tried,
Speaking
bro.
of this is how he treats his audience sometimes. And I didn't want to play this before because of all the F-bombs in it, but we've already gone way past the
Yeah.
F-bomb.
Ah, the infamous DSP Eat It rant.
I've been on YouTube, so
Fuck, idiot, dumb fucking me. Take your meme and shove it up your fucking ass.
Yeah, I
Facts
kinda
really
figured.
fucking
I
base.
was
Fucking
so
facts.
rusty,
Daily
bro.
fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. I'm not taking.
Well, yeah, we just talked about this before anything and everything. We talked about
Yeah,
this.
Sonic, no
Phil
problem,
always
man.
says too that
I always
that's
appreciate
money that
playing with
you're
you.
taking money out of my pocket. No, because you would never make this content about yourself ever. It's irrefutable.
All right.
Taking your shit for who the fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this
Oh,
is
you were
fuck. Shut the
MVP,
fuck
dude?
up.
That's what's
Eat it.
up.
you want me to pause it? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Are we
is this
playing
not
again, or did you
toxicity?
only want to do
Like,
the
is
one?
this-
No, this
you
is
know,
positive
you know,
content.
this-
We could certainly
That's
do
as
it again.
fucking toxic as you get. That is as toxic as you can get.
Let's do it again.
It's positive, mature content. Why can't he just be honest? Why can't he just be honest that he's a piece of shit?
Just embrace your shittiness. Yes.
That's what I've told him to do, because obviously he's never going to become a good person or a positive person or a role model or anybody to admire.
Yeah.
But he could be a really annoying, horrible, awful piece of shit that everybody hates. And then when he gets
be the heel. Embrace the heel.
Celebrates. Well,
yeah.
Like he told me that he can't become a heel.
Just like Becky, though, he can't handle it. That's why that was Becky's eventual demise. She couldn't handle it.
Because of his wife's health issues. And, you know, I pleaded
with him. To do with it?
Because, listen, I'm not going to get into everything with Phil. Phil can decide how far he wants this shit to go. I don't know. Should I just go full bore and just...
You should just drop.
Oh, yeah, you're good. Yeah, I'm sure you were planning on holding back.
And just go in on his wife's fucking medical condition.
Fuck him, P. He fucked you. Fuck him right back. Fuck him right back.
Oh, fuck, man.
Devour delicious salt while blowing bubbles. Snort. Thank you, you cheap ass. I will do that right now.
I'm the pants pisser.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's concerned that his wife is going to die and she's becoming more religious. And so Phil feels like he needs to be more religious, and so he can't be a heel. And I just feel like
come on.
I feel like that's fucking nonsense, because he actually is just an evil, horrible piece of shit all the time anyway. And he's not religious whatsoever.
You should embrace
and I
the
just
heel.
feel like it's a total excuse because he doesn't want to actually have to deal with people dunking on him. And so he hides away from controversy and conflict. And I don't know, man. I just don't have any respect for Phil. I just don't. The only thing that I
Yeah, I mean, I'm mixed on that. I could see him doing that, though, where he's like, oh, don't come after me now. I'm having this fallout with PPP that we knew was coming from the very inception of them talking. Remember when we had, this is before I even knew these fuckers. Well, I've known about Andy Worski for ages before he lost his mind, but before I even knew Kino Casino they weren't even a thought for me. Remember when I did the May 1st thing with Jay, and Phil had this whole thing like, we're going through so much right now in this, and they're going to joke about me masturbating. Yeah, I can't tell how old Cambion is either. It's true.
I have any respect for him for is that he does show up 6 days a week, 10 hours a day.
Begging
fucking tin cup. Like that's what he does. And I've just been trying to help this motherfucker. He lays these pity parties on me. He lays all of these secrets on me. And then it's like, well, how can you fucking, snake this guy? How can you turn on this guy when he has all of these problems in his life?
He seems very manipulative. Like he's trying to manipulate you into not being real with him.
Yeah, it's full on manipulation. It's pignosis to try and stop me from bursting his echo chamber and making him confront like the cognitive dissonance in his life.
It's 100%. He's dead on about that. It's like Hamburglar for Mickey. No, I know that one I don't see, but I do see Chaz Bono. And Rosie O'Donnell.
And so it's just this sad coping mechanism where he tells me stuff. I don't know if it's true or if it's not, because he lies so often, even when he swears up and down. And I remember him swearing to me up and down that, what's his name? The Game Box guy.
TJ Gamebox.
TJ Gamebox, who does the calculations. No. His calculations are wrong, because at my high whale level, they offer me these special deals and these special points.
Which in turn means he's indirectly admitting to the fact that he spent so much money, because if he's at that special whale level, then he's fucking broke the bank.
So it's not actually the $1,500 this week he said it was. It was only like $200. And then I go to Gamebox and I say, "Is this the case?" And he explains to me in great detail with receipts. No, he lied. And he swore up and down to me, "No, I'm really." I said, "Really, Phil? You're telling me?"
Even spending $200 a week on a children's wrestling game is ridiculous. $200 a week?
It's $800 a month. It's still insane. Neither one looks good, and the fact that you got to the point because you wail out like
7-1.
that they would give
Good
you like
job.
special
Good
discounts,
job, healers.
shows that you did still spend as much money as people predicted, dude. Or people have speculated with evidence.
You know,
Beeble
and I
bobble,
just mentioned-
bobble, beeble bobble.
I want to mention
that was pretty good.
I listened to you about doing the Dark
What's up, Acid
interviewing
Stain?
content. We have 2,500 or almost 3,000 live viewers across all the platforms. Almost 3,000 live viewers right now. He's got 114 for his.
And what does he have right now? 186 for an active stream.
All right.
What is he doing right this moment? Let's see.
What was the other one? The other competitor to Costco. I was shopping at them, but then they went out of business and left the state. So Costco is the only like bulk place.
Oh my God, he's talking. He's in the middle of the screen floating, talking about grocery shopping. Oh. Oh, Phil, I know people that are like in their 70s that have more exciting life than you. It's okay.
His solo smart guys, 114.
Yeah,
people.
meaningful.
So maybe he should have been listening to you. You know, like I listen to you. 3,000 live viewers. He won't listen.
Listen, and I'm not saying
He's a
I'm
moron.
some grand guru or
No,
some
but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Guy. Like I don't know. Like I just feel like if you put some sort of preparation into the shows that you do, and you do shows when you actually have something to say, when you actually have a take about something or real critiques, then that's a show. But Phil believes a show is eating pizza. Like it's not.
It's true. Again, for those of you who weren't here before, because I know people come and go, I tuned into a Phil stream randomly, and this is what he was talking about.
They have some different stuff. Crisp burrito, crisp taco, soft taco, different kinds of corn chowders, different kinds of burritos, fish taco, a habanero burrito. Yeah, they have different kinds of stuff.
Grocery shopping and talking about things he'll eat for goals are Phil streams, period.
Fuck. Come on, get him.
That is a Phil stream.
Good, we got it back.
It's not really a show. Phil believes the show is eating Girl Guide cookies or, you know, playing the same Call of Duty or Street Fighter game poorly over and over and over again with barely any
Which he's accurate. What was he just doing?
commentary other than
wasted
crying,
that.
you
Whoops.
know? And I just don't know if that's really content other than for people who don't like him.
We'll
or people
chalk
who
that
are
up to me
genuinely
being a little
disabled
salty,
and
or a
mentally
little
slow.
salty, a little rusty still.
And he's up to 150 live viewers, but he's playing that. You know, he started at 950 playing the 20 minutes of music or whatever. He still hasn't come on screen. But still,
and this is another thing with him is that he doesn't value the audience's time. Darkside Phil will do his tech support and setting up his stream on stream for hours.
He worked.
Oh my, yep. Remember with the computer when it wasn't seeing the capture card?
on his camera for a while today because it wasn't working.
You know,
Remember when he had the whole big melodramatic bullshit about his fucking mic arm? Oh my God. Why can't you do that off stream? Because he needs to be handheld on stream.
Up and unplug my camera and plug it back in. Wait a minute. Yeah.
It's like you have just no respect for anybody's time. And he has no respect for anybody's boundary. He's constantly snorting, clearing his throat.
That's why.
Well, I can't talk. I fucking burp and fart on stream. Yeah, you have to unironically watch one of his streams, Demolition Daddy. You have to be stoned.
Coughing, belching. But what's funny is when he would come on Kino Casino, he wouldn't
didn't do that. Yes.
Magically, the snorting and the
Oh,
coughing.
here we go. He
and
started.
the throat clearing went away. Well, let's
March
have a look at what Phil
2025,
has to say.
and as you can see, I seem to have some space to move for once. It's like a revelation. Like I've been freed and I can actually like take a
freed.
breath and stretch. It's kind of weird. It's almost like
Wow.
Freed.
Okay.
God, 3 months ago, he would have been like, "Oh, PPP, put your ball sack in my mouth."
something's
What a
changed around here. I'm not sure exactly what it could be,
Oh,
but
Go in,
here
Phil.
we are.
And he put an X over the S. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no.
You
On
man.
the road to WrestleMania
Directly address
tonight,
it.
for the
Come
first
on.
time
He's
ever
not gonna address
on this
it.
show,
He's gonna ignore it.
Oh,
I will be
boy.
covering both Monday Night Raw as
He
usual,
seems pretty
but
low
also
energy.
We
Friday Night
always did.
You
SmackDown
broke
for the
him.
very first
It's
time.
always been
And
broken.
as you can see,
Lower his
we
volume
have
here.
a few changes to discuss tonight in
Yeah, for the
format
worst.
and about the
Worst
future of the
change
show.
ever.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, you may notice that my former co-host ain't here, nor will he be ever again. Because today I took the shovel and I shoveled the shit.
Oh,
Okay?
did you, Phil?
You might say, I wonder what happened.
I've
Oh, man.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, Phil. You ain't built to. I hate them with a passion. I hate Kino Casino with a passion. But you're not built to go up against the casino.
You're not built to go against the casino.
What's up, Acid State?
Snort.
I see you.
What's up, Acid Man?
All right,
Dude,
allow me to
we have
explain
just-
in a nutshell, because I kind of gave a full explanation on my podcast
Right.
I was
this
going to
morning.
retread the
But
same
basically,
shit again. Here
this
we go.
guy was
You're talking
backstabbing me
circles.
for a while,
Backstab.
treating me like
Burp.
dirt,
By
and
telling
then
him
he
the
started
truth that
actually
he
bringing
needed
up
to
my
hear.
family members, i.e. my
I
wife.
think after
family
this
thing
game, I'm
brings
gonna
up every day, by the
pop
way, like
off,
10 or 15
guys.
times.
Apologized for it.
I'm
and then he
probably
continued
gonna
to do it.
see if the
And
new
that's the end of it.
episode
Why didn't you say
of
it? Like,
Invincible
Phil,
is
why
out
didn't you
yet.
say anything to my
talk
face
crap
and stand
about
up for
me
your right?
in content, that's one thing.
You're a pussy.
If you're going to talk crap about my
You won't
family
even
members
confront
that
me
literally
directly.
I've been
have nothing
on
to do with
stream
any of the
all
content I'm
day,
making on the
man.
internet,
I've been
By the
having
way,
so
these were
much
like
fun
one
though.
or
you're
two
like a risque
asides,
guy,
like-
or you get a
Yeah, 1 or 2 times I've heard
You
you,
know,
do it.
like
Yeah.
like asides on my show.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it. I do think that PPP is right, too. It was when the trolls, I hate calling them detractors. That's his fucking word. It's when the trolls said, "Hey, Phil, he's talking shit about your wife. You're not going to do anything." He didn't care when PPP did it. We saw the video evidence in the beginning. I showed it for context. Yeah, me too, Delicate Steve.
It's not like I did what I did at the top of the show and exposed like his dirty kidnapping scheme for what it is, where he like controls her with evil mind control tactics, isolating her from her family like he did to Panda.
Haven't heard back from Phil. I have no idea if the interview's happening, so haven't heard a single fucking thing back. I just checked the email 5 minutes ago. Heard nothing.
Fattening her up to lower her self-esteem. These are the dirty, evil tactics that, and I never said any of that stuff. And I could have.
Dude, I heard
saying
it's
it
the
now. Let's see what she has to
Conquest
say.
episode,
Which again,
and
see,
I've
this
been
is
waiting
where-
for that one,
look, a
so
lot
I'm
of
super
what PPP
excited.
said in this thing is accurate, but there's like, you don't know if that's the case. Where we don't have Ring cameras in their house, thank God. Seeing what goes on behind closed doors.
More power to you.
I know it's not a normal relationship. We could definitely say that. There's no, how can anything with Phil be normal? Yeah, well, that's
got
what
this,
he wants
guys.
to. Jostler, thank you for all of you cheap asses. I appreciate all of you. Genuinely, I know I make the joke, but it's true. Not that you're cheap asses, you know what I mean. But yeah, this was all by design from the beginning. We knew it already, but he admitted it. This was all a content farm, and it's all working out 100% according to plan.
I can't stop you, but I sure as hell don't have to have your ass in my content. And as you can see, today, the air
It's going
is
bad.
clear. Ooh, it used to be like this in here.
I
but now
know
it's
there
like
used to be
someone
entertainment.
actually opened
There
the
used
window.
to be turning
And
up
now,
the heat.
tonight, for the first
Yeah, it's a
time on
whole
the show,
185
It's gonna be
people.
some
we
boring,
can
lame
focus
shit.
on pro wrestling. If you didn't know,
Yeah,
the
like that's
sole
what
source of the
people want.
last
What he didn't
2
understand.
months.
Bill, people too didn't. What did I say before? The wrestling was the Trojan horse. The Grill Phil was the real battle.
That I've been doing
And
this.
that's what's crazy is this shit wasn't even snake shit.
Nice.
Because I would directly say on my show.
Good
he must have-
job, guys.
People must have flipped it and sent it to him because I know they did. I said,
Dude, he used to sit there simping in your chat. Remember, I think Mighty D, where Phil would like, the broke man would be sitting there
Nice.
gifting subs.
Yeah, Sonic,
in
thank you
their
for
kick
playing with me,
chat,
man.
typing all this stuff like an
I really
eager
need to
teenage
get back
girl
into
who had
playing
a crush
Marvel
on one of them.
Rivals.
I mean, he did say Andy was his gaming soulmate.
Oh man, that Loki skin is so cool. But
So he
I
knew
really
what
need
was
to get
going
back into
on.
playing
this is a
Marvel
show that's not
Rivals,
about
dude.
wrestling. It's a show about
I've
fucking
been having
Phil.
so much fun playing
Phil.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
What a moron!
Phil.
What a moron! Well,
But-
and again, I hate to
Anyway,
keep pushing
guys,
this point, but we have
I know we didn't
3,000
go
live
over the
viewers,
other two
and he has
guys.
185. So who wins
But
here? P, you
I will
won.
see you
Like, nobody
next
cares
time,
what he has
man.
to
Thank
say.
you all for watching, and I
Right?
appreciate you very much.
Who actually does care about Phil's